Okay, I think we're working. Yeah. Well, here we are, going down a field of barley in a tractor. So, what's that all about? Well, what we're doing today is we're swathing, and we're using the pull-type swather behind the tractor. And I'm driving a bit off course, but you can get the idea. So we're cutting the barley. It's not 100% ripe, but it will ripen in the swath, and that's what's behind us. A little bit of a corner. So yeah, so it's John Deere 590 swather, made by Macdon. It's a 25-foot cut, and it's got a bat reel on it. You notice the reel has got no fingers, it's just flat bats. I guess that's why it's got the name bat reel. But, yeah, so in a thin crop like this, which is standing, they do a good job. In a laid crop, they don't do such a good job. You need a pickup reel. We do have a self-propelled swather that we bought recently that does a better job in that, but that's broken down with a water pump's gone. Water pumps seem to be the topic this year anyway. But around another corner, if they're not too tight, you can just go around them. Sometimes you have to loop. But anyway, I imagine the crop's about 14-15 inches high, and I'm slicing it off, and I'm trying to leave about 6 inches of stubble for the swath to lie on, and that lets the air get under it and dry it out. So anyway, it's a September day, a very nice day. You wouldn't believe it, but we've already had snow twice. This field had 2 inches of snow on it, and the barley was laid, but anyway, it was still growing, so it sprung back up again after a few days, which I was very thankful for, because I wouldn't be going along at 5 miles an hour like I am now. If the crop was laid, I would be going very, very slowly and picking up the crop as gently as I could. But anyway, this is much, much better standing, because then we don't get the blemishes on the barley. We get a better sample, better quality, and it looks a whole lot nicer when the buyer sees it anyways. So there we are. This field is 145 acres. This is the one that I was disking in earlier in the year when I did a little disking video. Yeah, it's turned out pretty good really. We plowed in some alfalfa and well, just a wet corner there. We plowed in some alfalfa, and although I was expecting great things, I didn't get them, because what happened was the rotting vegetation. Another tight corner here. Oops. Anyway, we got around that one. Probably should have looped it, but I can't loop and film at the same time. So anyway, yeah, the barley came up really well. We got a damn good germination, but it all turned yellow. So I think we had a bit of nitrogen deficiency there, and I think the rotting vegetation underneath was depriving the new crop of nitrogen for a while. It did pick up a little bit after, but then the quackgrass started. This part of the field, there isn't much quackgrass in it, but over on the other side, I don't know if you can see the dark patches, well, that's quackgrass. And quackgrass has a chemical which it releases into the soil, which prevents other crops from developing as well as they should do. You just see a bit of green in the stubble there, which shows the quackgrass, and actually there's a little bit of alfalfa persisting there. This end of the field is not quite as fertile, and the barley is a little bit shorter. So I think I'd better stop filming and get back to work and operate the header a little better. I'm not exactly doing the best of jobs at the moment. Some of you farmers will notice that. But anyway, so there we are, John Deere swather, belt driven, real Heath Robinson type of machine. just built strong enough you think it's going to fall apart at any minute, and sometimes it does. Pulleys fall off, belts fall off, things snap. Oh god, you know. Anyway, it's got green paint on it, so it shouldn't break down, but I don't know, it does sometimes, you know. I don't know what that's all about. No, a nice bit of barley there, much better. I estimate this crop, if in English terms, if I get a ton of 2,500 weight per acre, I think I'll be doing well. You can still see the rows, and you can see down into the bottom, and I used to reckon when I was contract combining that if I could do that, all we were getting off was about a ton. Anyway, that's probably what, 50, how many bushels, I don't know. Yeah, what is it, barley, 45 bushels per ton. Anyway, so let's expect 45 and hope for 60 bushels a ton, and I'll let you know what it is when I combine it. Probably do a video about that. Anyway, this is Swathing, and just showing you what we're doing this time of year. A little late, I've been late all year round, but I've had to do a lot of work on the land to knock it back into shape. Anyway, have yourself a good one. See you soon.